Hi gang, it's Deltia from Deltia'sGaming.com, and I want to do something a little different, and that's do a Q&A. So going through some of the comments that I see keep on cropping up and give you my take on them. So first question up we have, what is the actual point of these achievements? What's the point of playing a video game? It's supposed to be have fun, right? I think people get caught up in that it's not exactly like Skyrim where there's no storage or that and this, and I understand that's a valid concern, right? I would like there to be storage or mannequins and so on. But we play a pretend video game to have fun, right? To acquire stuff, to do stuff in the game, to beat things we never thought we could beat, like VMA, Vet Dragon Star Arena, Trials, and show off all your stuff. The point of housing, really, is to show off all the cool stuff you've done in game. The thing is, if you don't like it, just don't play it. It's as simple as that. Don't buy into it. Just move on. Here's another question from Gaming Cypher that I get a lot. I want to play this game. I want to come back. Is it worth getting back into? Well, for me, I'm not as awesome play. They don't pay my bills. They don't give me any money. But I love this game. And there's times that I get burnt out with it. There's times that it's not fun for me. There's times where I just don't want to do anything in the game. And when that's the case, I just don't play. So you have to ask yourself regarding this game, ESO, is it worth coming back to? Well, what do you want in your game? If you're looking for a game with competitive PvP that's balanced, this is not it. If you're looking for huge open world PvE and questing, this is a good game for that. Is this Skyrim Online? Well, no, not exactly, but there is a lot of quests. It is turning into that somewhat, but you gotta remember it's an MMO. To wrap this up, I can't tell you honestly because I don't know what you like. Another question that I constantly get is about leveling builds, and I have all the leveling builds on my website, but for whatever reason you guys still like to ask questions about leveling builds. So the simple way to play it is just do as much damage as you can blowing through content. Some of that stuff is not really hard, and what you need to do is focus on what your build excels at, whether you're stamina or magic based. So if you're stamina based, you're using weapons, weapon abilities, and those morphs that are scaled off of stamina. The downside is early on you don't have a whole lot of healing, but dual wield has some really good healing. Your main spammable, it has a dot, so if you don't want to use vigor and you still want to feel powerful, independent, strong, leveling up, just use dual wield as a stamina user. As a magic user, just go with the Resto Staff backbar or a Destro to start. Those things are really easy, and then focus on your main spammable attack as being the way you do damage. That usually almost all magic builds either heal you or give you some type of passive that can help you. While I will update my leveling builds because some of the skills have changed, it's really pretty simple. The best way to do it is not to play a tank or a healer, but really to play just a damage dealer. And then when you get to endgame, once you reach 50, you start working on your CPs, then you can convert that character and have a much simpler leveling process. The next question up is, how do you get gold fast? Well, the truth is, I don't know. The way I get gold in the game is pretty much doing crafting routes, and a lot of people donate me stuff, to be frankly with you. There's a lot of people that literally all they do in game is flip items. They walk around from trader to trader to trader, finding something that's underpriced, and then just reselling it at a higher value. So really what you're doing in game is just basically spending your time to kind of make gold. So you have to ask yourself, if you want a lot of gold, there's a couple ways to do it, quick here and there, flip an item or gank someone in Imperial City, get a lot of Telvar. But really, you need to spend a lot of time or learn the system to probably get a lot of gold really fast. What I can suggest to you is start using crafting writs, leveling up your character's crafting, blacksmithing, clothing, alchemy, provisioning, and then doing those writs. That's going to be even more important in the next patch, and you're going to see a lot of gold and gold materials. If you're playing one or two characters and you have a good set of gear that's all golded out, you can start selling that stuff. So that way you can make a huge profit, specifically tempering alloys. So my investment to you would be just work on leveling those skill lines, getting them to 50 just by deconning gear that you're not going to use. Don't vendor it. Decon it. Level that up. It will pay off, especially getting those hirelings. It's just free income. Last question up is about stats, so getting your max stat value, and some people have commented in the past and go, Deltia, how do you have this much max magic and I don't? Well, there's a bunch of different factors that factor in that. One, overall, your champion points. So remember that if I have double your CP, that's quite a bit of stats. No, it's not 10,000 or anything, but CPs give you max stats. Max health, max magic, and max stamina. Hence the green, blue, and red tree. Also, your materials. So if you're making something at CP 150, it's not going to have the same value at CP 160 or ungame. The quality of your items. Remember that if you're using infused traits and you level something up to gold instead of green, blue, or purple, you're getting more bang for your buck, especially with the infused trait. Are you using kudas? So your enchants, are they max value exactly what you can get? Remember that, previous builds I had been showing the absolute most max value you can get for stuff. So that's why you might see a disparity, 500, 1,000 magic here and there. And also racial. Are you the optimal race that gives you the most max value? Well, gang, let me know if you like this. Subscribe, share, tell me what I did right or wrong, and maybe we can make this a weekly thing if you guys like this, or you continue to comment. Leave me questions. What do you guys really want to know that could help you? ATS testing's still going underway, and keep it here for all that latest information.